you can't create 100% of the upside and 10% of the downside without a pool of permanent capital that is a buffer or over collateral. So the ETFs don't have collateral. The ETFs don't have permanent capital. MicroStrategy, for example, can take our $40 billion of Bitcoin, and I can sell you the senior $4 billion tranche as a security, and I can say, you're going to be 10x over collateralized. So if Bitcoin trades down by a factor of 90%, you're still getting paid back. And that's a very compelling proposition for someone that's risk adverse, that's Bitcoin curious. And so all of those investors are coming to the market right now, and Bitcoin serves some of them. The spot ETF serve some of them. Companies like MicroStrategy serve others that are either very risk averse or they want leverage and performance.
BitcoinZella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to BitcoinZella today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, Michael Saylor reveals his bold strategy for Bitcoin's journey to $100,000 and its place on MicroStrategy's balance sheet. Let's catch him up to uncover insights and potential risks.
Well, I think we've been progressively getting more aggressive quarter by quarter since August of 2020. And we got more aggressive in the first quarter of this year. We did 2 convertible bond offerings in 2 consecutive weeks. That was the first time anybody in history of the capital markets ever did that. And then we did another one in second quarter, and then we did $1 billion offering in the third quarter, and then we did a $1 billion equity offering in the third quarter. And so we could see the capital markets were very enthusiastic. I think the capital markets, their view of Bitcoin improved from January of 2024 to today, right? The ETFs came out second week of January. It took a while. By the middle of the summer, they were the most successful ETFs. By the third quarter, people realized that Bitcoin was a real thing. And then, of course, you saw a political rotation when the Trump campaign embraced crypto and embraced Bitcoin. That put a huge tailwind behind things. But what happened in November is we decided to accelerate. So we announced a $21 billion equity program, a shelf registration, and a $21 billion fixed income program. And we did that October 30th, okay? And no one had ever done that in the history of the world. So that was the largest ATM registration ever in the history of the capital markets. So we, of course, no one ever created a digital commodity before that was 60-60 vol. And so you had a new thing, you had a new political regime, you had a new corporate strategy. Then we had to wait and see how the capital markets would accept it. And so the following week, all of our shareholders got behind it. The day after we announced that, our stock out-traded all the big tech companies, and it out-traded all the Bitcoin companies, and it out-traded Bitcoin. I mean, it was to the upside. So the question is, do the capital markets want to get behind MicroStrategy, as the major treasury company in the space? And the answer was yes. But then the next question, November 5th, is, are we going to have a blue wave, a red wave, or a red, white, and blue, thing? And we got a red sweep. So at that point, Bitcoin's a winner. MicroStrategy strategy's got an endorsement. And then you've got a pro-crypto, pro-Bitcoin White House, Senate, and House of Representatives. The market surged. And in those 4 weeks, we raised $13.5 billion of capital. And we only raised $10 billion in the previous 4 years. But you got to keep in mind, this is an exponential process.
Michael Saylor, the executive chairman of MicroStrategy Incorporated, has gained widespread recognition for his unwavering belief in Bitcoin. As the cryptocurrency recently surged past the $100,000 mark, Saylor reiterated his straightforward investment strategy in an interview with Yahoo Finance. Just keep buying Bitcoin with your spare capital. For Saylor, this approach is rooted in the belief that Bitcoin will continually appreciate against the dollar, making it an essential long-term asset. Over the past 4 years, Saylor has consistently advocated for accumulating Bitcoin and holding it without selling, emphasizing a disciplined, patient approach. He suggests investors view Bitcoin as a cornerstone of their portfolios, allocating funds that won't be needed for at least 4 to 10 years. By dollar cost averaging quarterly, Saylor believes investors can navigate market volatility while steadily increasing their holdings. MicroStrategy has embodied this philosophy, creating substantial shareholder value through its Bitcoin-centric strategy. Saylor argues that investors don't need a deep understanding of Bitcoin's technical complexities to reap its benefits. Instead, treating it as a long-term store of value, much like digital gold, is sufficient. The cryptocurrency's milestone of reaching $100,000 represents a significant moment in financial history, celebrated across the crypto community. Saylor even proposed a global event to honor this achievement, further underscoring his faith in Bitcoin's potential to revolutionize global wealth storage and transfer. Looking ahead, Saylor envisions Bitcoin soaring to $13 million per coin by 2045, cementing its place as a transformative global asset.
If I'm selling you an iPhone and you're a rich person, I might be able to get you to buy one for $1,500 and replace your $200 or $100 Nokia phone, right? And if I'm selling you a Tesla, I might sell you one. But if I'm selling you a security that's twice as good as everything else in your portfolio, how many do you want? I mean, the answer is, if you're a rich person, a billionaire wants one iPhone and one Tesla, but they would buy 100 million of your security. I had I had a meeting a few weeks ago. It was 20 minutes. And at the end of the 20 minutes, the person I met with bought 500 million of the thing, you see. And so you're not going to sell $500 million of iPhones in a 20-minute meeting. And you're not going to sell $500 million of houses or $500 million of cars or $500 million of satellite uplink or $500 million of Google advertising, even though those are all good products. But we're talking about digital money, right? We're talking about digital capital. And so how much does the government want? How much does a company want? How much does a wealthy person want? Well, they pretty much want up to their risk tolerance. And so another way to say it is everybody's risk tolerance is changing, right? If Jerome Powell says Bitcoin doesn't compete with the dollar, it competes with gold, that's a massive risk that's been taken off the table. You know, if Donald Trump says never sell your Bitcoin, that's a massive risk. If you have a bill for the U.S. to buy Bitcoin in the Senate, that's a massive risk taken off the table. So what you've had in 2020, if BlackRock says, we think this is a global monetary alternative for people concerned about debasement of currencies, you can see all of those things are happening between January 1st of 2024 and the end of November. And so what I say is it's either something or it's nothing. It's either going to zero or it's going to 1 million. If it's not going to zero, it's going to 1 million.
Samson Mow, the CEO of Bitcoin adoption-focused company Jan3, has sparked excitement within the cryptocurrency community with his bold prediction regarding Bitcoin's first Omega candle. Speaking on the X platform, formerly Twitter, Mow outlined his vision for a significant price surge that could propel Bitcoin towards the $1 million mark. Central to this prediction is MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor's Bitcoin-driven company, which Mow believes will play a pivotal role. Mow explained that the Omega candle, a massive one-day price surge represented as a large green spike on price charts, could result from a gamma squeeze on MicroStrategy's stock, MSTR. In options trading, a gamma squeeze occurs when a large volume of call options is purchased, forcing market makers to buy the underlying stock to hedge their positions. This creates upward pressure on the stock price, which Mow predicts will subsequently push Bitcoin higher. MicroStrategy's ongoing aggressive accumulation of Bitcoin aligns with this forecast, as the company continues to strengthen its BTC reserves. Mow has long championed Bitcoin's potential, envisioning it not only reaching $1 million, but eventually becoming a primary global currency. His belief that Bitcoin could achieve dollar-sat parity underscores his view of Bitcoin as a transformative asset reshaping global financial systems. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.